St. Thomas the Apostle. And Jesus said to the apostles, "You shall receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you shall be witnesses for me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria, and even to the very ends of the earth." And when he had said this, he was lifted up before their eyes, and a cloud took him out of their sight.
Be still, my son. Don't try to rise.
My head.
You struck it against a stone when you lost your balance on the hill. I carried you to the shade.
I'm in your debt, old man.
You owe me nothing.
You are a stranger to our land?
Yes.
What do they call you?
I am called Thomas. And you?
I am Vazam, son of King Mizdai. From what land do you come?
A land far away, a place called Judea.
Judea? I have never heard of that place. What brings you to the kingdom of Mizdai?
I am a teacher.
What do you teach?
I teach of a man who was more than a man. He who created all men and the desert and the sun above, the Lord of all men and beasts and all things.
He did all this? And you say he was a man?
He became a man and dwelt among men, but he was more than man. He is the one true God.
There are many gods. We worship them here.
There is but one true God.
Old man, did you come by way of the kingdom of Gundafor?
Yes.
Then that explains it. Word of your teaching has preceded you here. Turn back, Thomas, I warn you. You must not enter our kingdom.
But I have already done so.
Our high priests are angry. They have heard of the numbers of our people who listen to your teachings and who now practice your faith. It is said even King Gundafor has turned to you.
That is true.
They are angry, Thomas. My father, King Mizdai, is sworn to your arrest and punishment should you seek to teach in this kingdom.
And I am sworn to teach the word no matter the dangers.
I warn you, I am a soldier. As a servant of the king, it is my duty to bring you to punishment.
You must do as you think best.
I cannot. You have come to my aid. I will repay my debt to you by giving you full warning and allowing you to turn back freely.
I thank you.
Go now.
Does your head feel better?
I will be all right.
Then I leave you.
You're going the wrong way.
It is the right way.
I warned you the next time we meet it will be my duty to arrest you.
God be with you, Vazam.
The strange old man walked over the desert into our kingdom. I watched him almost out of sight. First, thinking him a fool. Then finding myself admiring his courage. I was concerned for him. Why, I do not know. For after all, he was an infidel. My errand took me from the kingdom for many days. But as I returned on the homeward journey, I thought of the old man Thomas again, wondering if he had been captured. My father, King Mizdai, awaited my return in the palace.
Vazam, enter, my son. You were gone long.
Your instructions have been carried out, Excellency.
Instructions?
To increase tax collections in the farm areas.
Oh, yes, I had forgotten.
Something has troubled you in my absence?
It is the people, my son. They're acting strangely, meeting in secret. The high priests say they're being taught a new belief.
I see.
They say there is a man from another land in the kingdom, and it is he who is teaching this new belief.
They've seen him?
No. We've questioned some of the people, but they will not speak. I fear it is the same man who passed through the kingdom of But if he is here, he must be found and punished before he makes trouble.
What harm can one man do?
But the gods will be angry and destroy our kingdom if this infidel is not killed.
Well, you may kill the man, but this thing he teaches will live, because he already has taught it to some of the people.
That is true.
Would it not be wisdom, my father, when this man is captured, to make him deny and renounce what he has taught?
He wouldn't do it.
Well, he would if you promised him his freedom.
Set him free, an infidel? That's against our laws.
His death will bring us nothing.
We'll see when he's captured. But we have talked enough. You must go to your mother. Something has upset her.
I will go to her, Father.
Then you must join your troops to help search for this man.
I sought out my mother in her quarters. My mother, Tertia, was the delight of my father's life and mine. Her beauty and gentleness were as from another world. I came to think that she, of all the people in India, was completely happy. But now and again, deep in her eyes, I thought I detected sadness, and knew not why. Though she loved me and my father, sometimes I felt that deep within her, she thought us rough, uncivilized men.
Bazam, my boy.
Mother, how well you look.
Let me look at you. Oh, your head is all scarred.
It's nothing. I tripped and hit my head on a stone.
You might have been killed.
I might indeed have died under the sun, but an old man found me and carried me to the shade of a tree.
How kind of him. I must thank him.
No, he has gone away.
But where?
I don't know. He was a stranger.
An old man, did you say?
Yes.
And a stranger?
Oh, he does not matter, Mother.
Doesn't matter when he saved your life. Well, he must have been a good man.
In his way, I suppose.
You're not telling me everything, Bazam.
He was a strange old man, but a fool.
You repay his kindness with harsh words.
I repaid him, Mother. How, I cannot tell you, but I am no longer in his debt.
Oh, you have grown hard, my son.
We cannot all be gentle, like women.
There are such men, strong and brave, who don't despise gentleness. It makes them better men.
You're talking strangely, Mother.
Perhaps.
I must go now.
Back to your troops?
It is my duty.
To search out a man and kill him because he believes differently than you? Oh, I've heard your father speak of this stranger. He's harmed no one.
He has broken the law. He has made the gods angry.
Will your gods be pleased by the murder of an old man?
Mother, I don't understand you.
Bazam, listen to me. Don't kill what you don't understand. You may find later that what you've killed is good, and then it is too late. If you seek understanding first, perhaps you then will not want to kill.
The king would be angry at such talk. He has sworn to punish this man, and it's my duty to capture him.
Then go if you must.
You're angry.
No, I can't be angry with you, Bazam. Only sad. Oh, I beg of you, open your heart and your mind if you love me.
I was assigned to lead troops through the countryside to the north of the kingdom, searching the farm huts and the fields. All strangers were questioned, but none was the man for whom we hunted. It was long after darkness had fallen when we completed the search of our assigned section of the kingdom, and I returned to the palace where Mizdi, my father, was waiting.
You missed him, my son.
They found him?
No, but he was seen. The people gathered tonight to the west. Our troops surrounded them and listened as he spoke to the people. But when they closed in, he got away in the darkness.
He escaped?
They searched for hours, thinking he had fled out to the desert. But there was no sign of him.
Well, perhaps he fled back toward the kingdom.
Of course he did. But where he can hide in the kingdom is a mystery.
Someone must be hiding him.
Whoever it is will pay for it with his life. But we've searched every home, and he's nowhere to be found.
It's strange.
I'm tired. That accursed old man has robbed me of sleep. Well, go and rest, my boy. You must continue the search in the morning.
I bade my father good night and turned into my own quarters. It was a hot night. I moved to the window and looked out into the darkness. My attention was drawn to the huts used by my father's servants in the field across the palace grounds. A light appeared, and suddenly it was extinguished. But in that brief moment, it seemed that the outline of the robed old man we sought had been etched against the darkness. I hurried to a rear door and stole across the grounds and entered the hut where I had seen the light. Don't move, Thomas.
Who's there?
You're my prisoner. Don't try to escape.
That would be difficult since you are blocking the only entrance.
Light your torch.
Very well. There. Oh, it's you, Vazam.
Yes. I regret that I must arrest you, but I gave you ample warning.
I am at your mercy.
I am a soldier, and I have my duty.
My son, I told you when first we met that you must do as you think best.
You were very clever. No one would ever think of searching for you on the palace grounds. How long have you been here?
I regret I can't tell you.
I see. You were brought here by someone.
I can't tell you.
The guilty one will be found and punished.
I am the guilty one, Vazam.
Who's there?
It's me, Vazam.
I cannot see you in the darkness. Come forward. Mother?
Yes, I brought him here.
You?
So you must take me prisoner too, Vazam.
No.
But I am equally guilty.
No, this man is an infidel.
Then I must be considered one too.
Oh, no, he has angered the gods with his false teachings.
I believe what he teaches.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you the truth. I have listened to what Thomas has taught, and I believe these things. You cannot arrest him.
It's my duty.
Then it is equally your duty to arrest me.
I cannot.
Then you cannot arrest him.
I can and will. Come along, you. Stand aside, Mother.
No, wait. If you take him, I promise I will surrender myself to your troops.
Are you mad? Do you know the penalty?
Yes.
You will die.
The decision is yours, Vazam.
You cannot ask me to refuse to do my sworn duty.
You have no obligation to do what is wrong.
I do not believe it is wrong. This man is an infidel. He teaches falsehoods.
You don't even know what he teaches. How can you say it is wrong before you hear his belief?
We're wasting time.
I will make a bargain with you, Vazam. You will listen to what this man teaches. If then, when he is through, you still believe he is wrong and an infidel, then you may arrest him.
And if I refuse to listen to his lies?
Then I will surrender and confess.
Very well, I will listen. I will return tomorrow to hear what you have to say, old man.
Aren't you afraid that I will escape?
Where could you go? The guards are everywhere. Come, Mother.
Thank you, Vazam.
It is only delaying the inevitable.
Ah, I know you. I have more faith in you than you have in yourself.
I could not sleep. The madness of that night troubles me. My own mother. What magic spell had this man cast over her to make her risk her life? The hours dragged by. And when daylight broke, I arose to go to Thomas's hut. What made me stop at my mother's room, I do not know. Fearing to wake her, I stepped in quietly. But she was not asleep. She was on her knees, with her hands clasped before her, and on her face an expression of rapture. There was a feeling of peace and of love inside that room. I stepped outside and walked slowly over the grounds. I reached the hut, and Thomas opened the door.
Thomas, it's all right. It's me, Tertia.
Come in. Vazam has just left.
I know. I was waiting. What did he say?
He said nothing.
Does he believe?
I don't know.
But he must believe, Thomas. If he didn't, he would have taken you to the king after his first visit.
I feel that he is deeply troubled. It's hard to accept what is new and to throw aside the beliefs he has lived with for many years.
We must pray for him, Thomas.
I do, day and night. We should know very soon. He'll come again in the morning.
Thomas, this is the last time I will come to this hut.
You have reached a decision?
No, not the way you think. I'm confused.
Time will make all things clear.
Perhaps. But you must leave this kingdom.
You will not have me arrested.
I cannot. I find no evil in these things you teach.
Do you find no good?
If all men were to live the way your master taught, the world would be a good place to live. But not all men believe.
Someday all men will live as the master taught. That is the goal. The strong must show the way.
Strange to hear you say that. That the strong should follow the way of gentleness and love. Before, I always thought only the weak were gentle.
It is the more difficult way, but it can be done with faith and prayer.
I watched my mother pray.
Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried?
Yes. I tried last night. I do not know how.
If you wish, we can pray together.
Yes. Yes. We can pray together.
Then do as I do. Kneel. And bring your hands together like this. Now repeat after me. Our Father who art in heaven.
Our Father who art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Caesar! You're under arrest, both of you.
We were taken to the palace and put under guard. I knew that when the king came to view the prisoners, I could secure my release. A simple mistake by the troops. Who could doubt the word of the king's son? Yet I felt a strange emotion. Thomas, sitting quietly to one side, so calm and undisturbed, turned to me.
You are troubled, my son.
Yes, I don't know why.
You can easily explain. Your father will release you.
I know, yet it will not be easy to...
It is always difficult to deny those things you believe.
But I do not believe as you do.
Of course.
These things you teach are good, but I've lived all my life another way and can go on living happily.
Yes, Fazan.
I must not allow myself to be troubled further. But what's that?
Someone is coming. The guard.
Yes, my father's with him.
This way, Excellency. Here they are.
Bazan, what are you doing here?
Do you know this soldier, Excellency?
He's my son. Why is he bound? Release him at once.
But he was captured with the old man.
Oh, there's something wrong. He must have been searching for the old man and was taken by your man by mistake. Speak up, Bazan. Were you searching for the infidel?
Yes, I was searching for him.
Of course. Release him, but not the other one. Well, infidel, we have caught you at last.
Yes, Excellency.
Have you nothing to say in your own defense?
I need no defense. I taught only truth and good, and of the one true God.
Silence, infidel, before the gods strike you down. You're more dangerous than I believed. We must put an end to you at once.
You may kill me, but you cannot kill the things I teach.
He's right, Excellency. Already some of the people are teaching others. We cannot kill them all.
Perhaps we can kill these things you teach, old man. Bazan, do you remember your plan? To promise him his freedom if he will tell the people that the things he has taught are lies?
You will not do it, Father.
What do you say, infidel? If you do, I will set you free.
I can't, Excellency.
It means your life.
It doesn't matter to him, Father. He cannot tell the people that the truth is a lie.
The truth, did you say? What he teaches is not truth.
Did I say that?
You're acting very strangely, Bazan.
Father, why must this man die? What he teaches is good.
Bazan!
Listen to him, Father. Judge for yourself. You must not kill what you do not understand.
You've lost your reason. You sound like one of them.
He is, Excellency. When we captured them, both were kneeling on the ground, with their hands held so, repeating the same words.
Is this true, Bazan?
Yes, Father.
You believe what this man teaches?
I'm not sure.
You realize the penalty? Make sure you know what you're saying.
I honestly don't know.
We will allow you to find out. The infidel dies tomorrow morning. That's the law. You die with him, unless you deny all that he teaches.
Darkness came, and the hours dragged by. My mind was in torment. I tried to pray as Thomas had taught me, but I was filled with doubts.
Sit and rest, Vazam. Try to sleep.
I cannot.
You were very brave, Vazam, to stand up to your father.
But we're only sure.
Do you believe?
I don't know. I think I do, but how can I be sure these things you teach are true? How can I believe in your master when I've never seen him?
Many do.
But to give my life or beliefs I've not tested?
That is faith, Vazam. To accept what cannot be fully proved by reason or the testimony of your own eyes.
How can I find such faith?
By praying.
I've tried. Have you no doubts?
No. Not now. But when I was a young man, did I tell you, Vazam, that I knew the master?
You knew him?
I watched him live and I saw him die. Those were terrible days. Terrible and glorious. On the hill of Calvary, he died on the cross between two murderers. What mockery! When they laid him to rest in the tomb and rolled the great rock over the entrance, I felt all was lost. That all had ended, and doubts assailed me. After some days, the others came to me.
Thomas, we have seen the Lord.
But I did not believe them.
He has risen, Thomas. He came to us. When we had gathered together in fear, he came to us and he said, "Peace be to you."
And still I did not believe them.
He came to us and he breathed upon us and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. Whose sins you shall forgive, they are forgiven them. And whose sins you shall retain, they are retained."
But still doubts assailed me, and I said to the others, "Unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the place of the nails, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." But after 8 days had passed, while I was with the others, Jesus did come, and he beckoned to me.
Bring here thy finger, and see my hands, and bring here thy hand, and put it into my side. And be not unbelieving, but believing.
How could I have doubted? No words could wipe away my sorrow. I could only say, "My Lord and my God." And he said to me,
"Because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they who have not seen, and yet have believed."
We prayed together, Thomas and I, the night through. As dawn broke, my father appeared with the guards.
Bazam, will you renounce this man?
No, Father.
You wish to die for the lies he teaches?
They are not lies. He speaks the truth.
Then I can't help you, though you are my son. Guards, take the old man first.
I watched them through my window. Thomas, so old and proudly upright, walking with the soldiers to a nearby hill. And there, in a strange land, far from his home, he died a martyr's death. I waited for many weary hours, but they did not come. But at last, when I had thought myself forgotten, someone approached.
Bazam, where are you?
Here, Mother.
Oh, my boy.
Why have you come?
To set you free, my son.
But I don't understand. I believe as Thomas did.
When I told your father that I, too, believed he couldn't take your life.
You told him?
Yes, but he doesn't understand.
May I go and see him?
No, he won't see you. He said you must leave the kingdom and not return.
I will go. But make him understand, Mother.
I will. Someday he will see. They will all see. We who understand must show them the way.
St. Thomas the Apostle is estimated to have died in the year 46 A.D., somewhere in Asia, south of the Himalayas. His relics are venerated at Edessa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow of a Doubt, starring Ann Blyth and Ray Milland. Now to introduce tonight's program, here is our director, Fletcher Markle.
Tonight, we introduce to you rather nervously a gentleman known as Mr. Charles Oakley, also as Mr. Charles Spencer and Mr. Charles Otis. But mostly he's Uncle Charlie, and when he's being Uncle Charlie, the family favorite, this man is probably a lot like someone you may know yourself. Tall, attractive, with a slight blur of gray at the temples, who often wears a curious, preoccupied expression, as if he had an important secret to keep. But we hope you don't know anyone with a secret like the Uncle Charlie in Thornton Wilder and Sally Benson's story, Shadow of a Doubt, because life with anyone like him is quite unpredictable, as you shall hear.
Mr. Spencer. Mr. Spencer.
Yes?
Oh. Mr. Spencer, I hate to bother you. I knew you was resting, but I thought you'd like to know there was two men here. Two men asking for you, a young man and a kind of a older man. The older man was here twice before. They was sorry you wasn't in. I said you wasn't.
Mrs. Teela, don't stand there. Don't behave like a landlady. Come in and sit down.
Well...
And close the door. Forgive me for not getting up. It's good to lie down and rest on a hot day. Did they say they'd be back?
They didn't say exactly, but I think they will. Just now when I had to walk down the A&P, I seen them standing there at the corner. Maybe I should have let them in, only you said not to disturb you, and...
Yes?
And I'm sure they'll be back. Mr. Spencer, you do look awful tired to me, and that's a fact. Maybe New Jersey doesn't agree with you. Have you got a headache or something? I think maybe you need a real rest. That's what I think.
Maybe I do, Mrs. Teeley.
Well, I'd better go, and you better lock the door when I'm gone. Those friends of yours told me not to say they called, wanted to surprise you, but I thought you'd like to know, somehow.
Thank you, Mrs. Teeley.
You go ahead with your nap. I'll pull a blind down. You rest now, Mr. Spencer. You rest.
No. No! Yes. You're there, down at the corner. But what do you know? You're bluffing. You don't know anything. You've got nothing on me. I'll get out the back way. Operator, Western Union, please. What do they know? They're bluffing. And it was very easy getting out the back way. Western Union? Oh, I want to send a telegram to Mrs. Joseph Newton, Santa Rosa, California. That's right. Here's the message. You ready? Homesick for you all. Coming to stay a while, arriving Wednesday. Will wire exact time later. Love to everybody and a kiss for little Charlie from her Uncle Charlie. Yes, operator, that's the signature, Uncle Charlie. Yeah, that's right. Going to Santa Rosa, California.
Charlie. Charlotte.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh, come in, Papa.
Well, look at you all stretched out on the bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. What's the matter? Don't you feel well?
Oh, I'm perfectly well. I've just been thinking for hours, and I've come to the conclusion that I give up. I simply give up.
I'll sit down if you don't mind. What are you going to give up?
Have you ever stopped to think that a family should be the most wonderful thing in the world, and that this family has just gone to pieces?
We have?
Of course we have. We just sort of go along and nothing happens, and we've gotten in a terrible rut.
Oh, come now. Things aren't that bad. The bank gave me a raise last January.
Money. How can you sit there and talk about money when I'm talking about souls? We eat and sleep, and that's about all. We don't even have any real conversations. We just talk.
And work.
Yes, poor Mother, she works like a dog.
What were you thinking of doing about it?
Oh, nothing, I suppose. I guess we'll just have to wait for a miracle or something.
Oh, you two are up here, I'm told.
Oh, here she is. In Charlie's room, Emmy.
All I'm waiting for is a miracle.
Now, Charlie.
Well, what's all this about? Oh, what's the matter, Charlie? Joe, what's the matter?
Well, it seems
it's just that I've become a nagging old maid and... Oh, Mama, you went downtown in that awful hat you promised me you'd throw away.
Mother! Goodness, what on earth does it matter what hat I put on? Yes, Roger, I know.
I don't see why you let that child yell at you like that, Mother. If he has something to say
I'm
or
going
if
downstairs in a moment anyway.
And I'm going down right now. Hope there'll be some dinner soon.
Mama, I'm going downtown to send a telegram. I want a short walk before dinner anyhow.
Why, Charlie, who do you know to send a telegram to?
Mama, I know just the person to come and save us. A wonderful person who'll come and shake us all up so we'll be good and dignified and intelligent again.
Charlie, have you gone crazy? What do you mean, save us?
All this time, there's been the one real right person to save us. Mama, what's Uncle Charlie's address? Wasn't he living in Philadelphia last we heard?
Darling, you're not going to ask Uncle Charlie for money.
No, that wouldn't help us. I just want him to come.
Oh, but think of asking a busy man like that to come all the way out west for nothing.
He'd come for me. I'm named after him. I'm going to go right now and wire him right away.
Well, hello, Charlotte. I just called up your house a little while ago. A telegram for your mother.
Oh, did you, Mrs. Seastrom?
Uh-huh. Here you are. It's from your uncle, the spoiled one.
My uncle? My Uncle Charlie? Oh, let me look.
Yes, youngest ones in a family always get spoiled the most, I guess. That's the way it was with my young brother.
Mrs. Seastrom, do you believe in telepathy?
Well, I ought to. It's my business.
Oh, no, not telegraphy. Mental telepathy. Like, well... Suppose you have a thought, and suppose the thought's about someone who's in tune with you. And then over thousands of miles, that someone knows what you're thinking, and they answer you. And it's all mental.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I send telegrams the normal way. Give my regards to your mother.
He heard me. Uncle Charlie heard me.
Sir, you'll like it here in Santa Rosa, Mr. Otis. Nice little town.
I'm sure it is.
I got all your bags here ready to unload. I'll help you down, Mr. Otis. Here, let me take your arm.
Thank you.
That's it. I sure hope you feel better, Mr. Otis. Too bad you had to stay in your room all the way. There you are, sir.
Thank you very much. Here. You've been very kind.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Otis. thank you, sir.
Look, down there. I think that's him.
Oh, I think it is, too. Yes, I think so. Are you...
Why, young Charlie.
Oh, gosh, at first I didn't know you. You look so sick standing there. Why, you aren't sick, are you?
Me sick?
Papa! Papa, here he is.
I thought so.
Why, Uncle Charlie, you aren't sick. That was the funniest thing, the way you were standing there. Come on, let's go. Mother's waiting at home.
But that's enough talk about my travels. All that's past. Dinner's almost over, and we haven't talked at all about you folks. And say, I've been forgetting something all this time. These parcels on the sideboard here. A few things I brought along with me. Now then, here we are. These are for you, Emmy. One new and one old.
Oh, Charles, you didn't have to think of me.
Presents are for children, Charles.
Of course they are. Here you are, Anne, Roger.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Charles. What is it? It's sort of lumpy.
Open up and see. And this is yours, Joe.
For me, Charles?
Oh, Joe, look. Oh, really, Charles, a fur scarf.
It's Kalinsky, Mama. 4 skins.
Oh, I wanted one all my life.
Oh, and it's exactly right, Mama. It's what you should have.
Open the little one, Emmy.
Why, look at this. Say, I've never had a wristwatch. Fellows at the bank will think I'm quite a sport.
I got a big brown bear. And look what I got.
Isn't it wonderful, children?
Oh, thanks,
Why,
Uncle Charles.
Charles, the portraits of Mother and Father in a leather case.
Yes, Emmy?
Charles, did you have these all along?
All along. All these years, safe in a deposit box, stored away safe, no matter where I was.
Grandpa and Grandma?
Yes. Look, everybody.
Let me see, Mama. Gee, 1888 it says. That's over 60 years ago.
Oh, she was pretty, and he's sweet, isn't he?
Everyone was pretty and sweet then, Charlie. The whole world. A wonderful world, not like the world today. It was great to be young then.
But we're happy now, Uncle Charlie, now that you're here. Why, look at us. For once, we're all happy at the same time.
And now for your little present, Charlie.
Oh, I don't want anything. Right now, I have enough. Before you came, I didn't think I had anything, but now, I don't want another thing. I'll go get the coffee. Excuse me.
Charlotte.
She's crazy. She doesn't mean it, really. If you ask me, I think she's putting on.
She's not crazy. Smartest girl in her class at school.
She'll like this when she sees it. You folks just sit here and I'll take it to her.
Well, tell her the sugar and cream are on the kitchen table, Charles.
Charlie?
I meant it. Please don't give me anything.
Nothing? Why?
I can't explain. You came here, and Mother's happy, and I'm glad that she named me after you and that she thinks we're both alike. I think we are, too. I know it. And it would spoil things if you should give me anything.
You're a strange girl, Charlie. Why would it spoil things?
Because we're not just an uncle and a niece. There's something else. I know you. I know that you don't tell people a lot of things. I don't either. I have a feeling that inside you somewhere there's something nobody knows.
Something nobody knows?
Something secret and wonderful, and I'll find it out.
It's not good to find out too much, Charlie.
But we're kind of like twins, don't you see? We have to know.
Give me your hand, Charlie. Now, you wear this ring for me.
Thank you.
But you haven't looked at it.
I don't have to look at it. No matter what you gave me, it'd be the same.
Yeah, now, let me show it to you. It's a good emerald, a really good one. And good emeralds are the most beautiful things in the world.
Why, look, Uncle Charlie, you've had something engraved on it. Oh, that's different.
I haven't, but I will if you'd like me to.
Oh, but you have, Uncle Charlie, you have. It's very faint. It's way down under the stone. T.S. from B.M. Why, they must be somebody's initials.
The jeweler cheated me.
It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't.
The jeweler cheated me. It's second-hand. The whole world is crooked. The whole rotten world. Give it back to me.
But I like it this way. Someone else was probably happy with
Give
this
it back
ring.
to me. I'll have that taken off.
No, it's perfect the way it is. Now you bring the sugar and cream, and I'll carry the tray.
Charlie.
Come along.
Charles, more coffee?
Not yet, thank you, Emmy.
What is that tune I'm singing? Anybody know?
Sing at the table, you marry a crazy husband.
Superstitions have been proved 100% wrong.
Well, to finish what I was about to say, Emmy, I've been thinking about transferring some of my money out here from the East. Deposit it in Joe's bank, say, until I see what's what. I suppose you take money at your bank, Joe?
That's one thing we do all right, Charles. Rake in the dough. Can't promise to give it back, of course.
Well, I'll go down tomorrow morning and open an account, 30 or 40,000, just to start things off right.
Say, that's a lot of money.
I can't get that tune out of my head. If somebody will tell me what it is, maybe I'll stop.
It's a waltz, dear.
Of course it's a waltz, but what waltz? You know, it's the funniest thing, but sometimes I think of a tune and I can't get it out of my head. And then pretty soon I hear somebody else whistling it or humming it, too. I think tunes jump from head to head. What is it, Uncle Charlie?
I don't know.
I know what it is. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's a waltz, and it's Victor Herbert.
Victor Herbert wasn't a waltz. He was the composer who composed operettas.
It's the Blue Danube Waltz.
Oh, of course. That's what it is. No. No, it isn't, Uncle Charlie. It's not the Blue Danube. It's the Merry Wind. Oh!
Oh, now look what I did. A half a cup of coffee. I'm terribly sorry, Amy. Hand me another napkin, Ann, will you?
Golly.
Oh, now it's nothing to make a fuss about. Charles, while we do the dishes, you go in the living room and stretch out on the sofa and read the evening paper. You look tired.
Yes, you do that, Charles. I'm going to walk down to the corner and get some tobacco.
Come on, Uncle Charlie. Lead a life of luxury.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Mama wants to know if you'd like another cup of coffee or anything.
No. Thank you, Roger. No.
What's the matter, Uncle Charlie? Something bad in the paper?
What? No. I was just... Roger, look, did you ever make a house out of a newspaper? You see what I mean? First you stretch them all out on the floor, see?
Yeah.
And you fold them like this, like a tent. Yeah, and then you... Look, now you cut out a door, see? See? It's the doorway.
Well, now, what are you all up to in here? Why, Roger, that's Papa's paper.
Well, it's my fault, Charlie. I was showing Roger a game. I never thought about the paper.
Well, it's all right. Let's see. Page 5, page 1, page 7. Here's part 2. But where's page 3? 3 and 4, where is it?
I never touched it. Uncle Charlie's the only one that touched it.
Well, Papa may not notice if we fold it very neatly and very evenly.
That's it, Charlie. Nobody'll ever miss it.
Uncle Charlie.
Come in.
I've brought your water, Uncle Charlie. You said you liked a pitcher of water and a glass by your bed.
Oh, thank you, my dear. You're very thoughtful.
Uncle Charlie, I know something. I know a secret that you don't think I know.
What secret?
Well, remember I said you couldn't hide anything away from me because I'd know? Well, now I know there was something in the evening paper about you.
About me? In the evening paper?
About you. Please show it to me. I won't tell a soul.
How do you know there was something?
Well, that's why you played that game with Roger. You didn't want us to know, so you tore the paper. So now that I know, you've got to tell me.
Well, I guess you have me, but it wasn't about me. It was about someone I used to know.
Oh, is this the page over here on the dresser? It's got a piece torn out of it.
Charlie, wait. That's none of your business.
Oh, Uncle Charlie, you're hurting me. Your hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me the paper.
You hurt my wrist.
Charlie, I didn't mean to. I must have grabbed you harder than I thought. I was just fooling about it. It was just some gossip, not too pretty, about someone I met up with once. Nothing for you to read. Just forget it. And don't look at me like that, Charlie.
You have eyes like a child.
The piece in the paper was nothing, really.
Just like a child.
Have I? Good night. Good night, young Charlie.
Good night, Uncle Charlie. Pleasant dreams.
Pleasant dreams, always.
Breakfast in bed. Such spoiling.
Oh, Emmy, you're magnificent. You know, I really can't face the world in the morning. I must have coffee before I can speak. What are you all up to this morning?
Well, a young man called on us about an hour ago, said his name was Graham, and he wants to interview everybody in the house.
Interview everybody?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's been sent around the country by a committee on an institute or something, and he's to pick out representative American families and ask them questions. It's kind of a poll.
How'd he happen to pick this family?
Well, he said he looked around and asked around, and he decided we were the ones he wanted.
Well, if he's going to ask a lot of questions, he can leave me out of it.
Why, you'd have more to tell him than any of us, Charlie. He's going to take our pictures, too.
Pictures?
Yes. You see, there were really two young men. One takes the pictures.
Oh, so there were two of them?
No, Mr. Graham was the nicest. He doesn't want us to dress up or anything. He wants us to act just the way we always do.
Oh, Emmy, women are fools. They fall for anything. Why you let two strangers come into your house and turn the place upside down? Why expose your family to a couple of snoopers? I thought you had more sense.
Charles.
Good morning, Uncle Charlie. My, isn't this grand?
Good morning, Charlie.
Well, the way Mr. Graham put it, Charles, it wasn't like snooping at all. It was our duty as citizens.
Look here, Emmy, I won't have anything to do with it. I'm just a visitor, and my advice to you is to slam the door in his face.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
I think it's kind of exciting. And they'd take a photograph of you, and then we could have it. It would be free.
No, thank you. I've never been photographed in my life, and I don't want to be.
Why, Charles, what makes you talk that way? I had a picture of you. I gave it to Charlie.
I tell you, there are none.
Oh, I guess you've forgotten all about it. Get it, Charlie.
Oh, that. It's over here on my desk. I think you were cute, Uncle Charlie.
Let me see it.
Here you are. See?
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
Well, you were 9, Charles. You had it taken the Christmas you got your bicycle.
Uncle Charlie, you were beautiful.
Oh, wasn't he, though? I always said Papa should never have bought him that bicycle. Charlie, he took it right out on the icy road and skidded into a streetcar. We thought he was going to die.
I'm glad he didn't.
Well, he almost did, let me tell you. He had a fractured skull, and he was laid up so long, and when he got well, there was no holding him. It was though all that rest was too much for him, and he had to get into all sorts of mischief to blow off steam.
The whole world is rotten. The whole world's changed.
Oh, I can remember that Christmas day when this picture was taken. Mama wanted a picture of you with your curls.
Did she?
Then that very afternoon you had your accident. And when the picture came a few days later, how Mama cried. She wondered if you'd ever look the same. She wondered if you'd ever be the same.
Oh, what's the use of looking backward? What's the use of looking ahead? Today's the thing. That's my philosophy. Today.
Well, Charles, if today's the thing, you better get your clothes on, get down at the bank. Joe'll be waiting. He's arranged for you to meet Mr. Green.
Mr. Green?
He's the president of the bank.
And don't be late back. The questionnaire man's coming at 4 o'clock.
Say $30,000, Mr. Oakley?
30, maybe 40, Mr. Green.
Indeed. Well.
I thought I might settle down here for a while. It's a fine little town.
We think so. What have you been doing, Mr. Oakley?
Well, I suppose you'd call me a promoter. I've done a little bit of everything. You know, it's not hard to make money, Mr. Green. The only trouble I find is that once I make it, I'm not interested in it.
Not interested in money?
Well, you know as well as I do that there's plenty of money lying around waiting for someone to pick it up. Making money's a boring business. Shall we start with 40,000?
Yes, yes, Mr. Oakley, if you'll just fill out this slip.
Details. Well, I'm glad to see you're a man that understands details, Mr. Green. They are most important to me, most important. All the little details.
Harry, I wonder if you... Oh, dear, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy. Oh, we can come back.
Come in, Margaret, now that you're here. Come in.
I am sorry, dear.
This is Mr. Oakley, ladies, my wife, Mr. Oakley, and Mrs. Potter.
Oh, you're Emma Newton's brother. We've heard so much about you.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Green and Miss Potter?
Mrs. Potter.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was something about you that made me think that...
Yes.
What did you want, Margaret?
Oh, well, we were going shopping, Laura and I only have $5, and I thought...
Here you are, my dear.
Thank you, Harry.
There is something to being a widow, isn't there, Mr. Oakley? One doesn't have to ask a man for money anyway. Well, goodbye, Mr. Oakley. I'm so glad we met.
Goodbye, Mr. Oakley.
Goodbye, Mrs. Green and Miss Potter.
Oh, Margaret, isn't he just as charming as Emmy said?
Now, Mr. Oakley, where were we?
Attractive woman, that Mrs. Potter. Widow, is she?
Yes, he was the Potter of Potter Chain Stores.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Yes, Mr. Green, as you say, where were we?
My room here, gentlemen, but my Uncle Charlie's visiting us, and I've given it to him for as long as he stays.
Can we have a look, Miss Newton? Mr. Saunders might be interested.
Well, if you like.
Thank you.
Hey, nice room. You mind if I take a picture or two as long as your uncle isn't around? I sure don't want to disturb your uncle after what you said.
Well, I suppose so. But I can't imagine anyone being interested in my room. I mean, it isn't really the way I'd like to have it.
I like it fine. Worth a few shots.
We'll stay out here in the hall, Miss Newton. Might as well let him work in peace. Besides, I'd like to talk to you.
It's funny your survey happened to our family. Why did you pick us?
Oh, we looked around, asked some questions. Thought you were about what we wanted. And why not choose your family? You haven't got any skeletons in your closets, have you?
Of course we haven't. I wish we did have a few. We're pretty prosaic. You know, your picking us out as an average family gave me kind of a funny feeling.
What kind of a funny feeling?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't like to be an average girl in an average family.
Oh, average families are the best. Look at me. I'm from an average family.
As average as ours?
Sure. Besides, I don't think you're average. Oh.
Oh, why, Uncle Charlie, you scared me.
I got the back stairs in the kitchen, Charlie. All through in here, now I better get one in the hall.
Mr. Saunders has been taking pictures of my room.
Well, my sister's just asked me to tell you she was ready for pictures in the kitchen, gentlemen, and I don't like to be photographed. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you for that roll of film.
Oh, Uncle Charlie.
Give it to me, please.
Give it to him, Fred.
Too bad. There's a picture of Mrs. Newton and the children on this roll.
Thank you. I'm sorry to have troubled you, but that's the way it is.
I'm sorry, too.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Graham. We want to help you in an important work, but
please. You've been very helpful. And, I'd like to ask another favor, if I may. Can I borrow you tonight for a walk around the town? I'd like to pick up a little atmosphere, and you know everybody.
Why, of course. Anything I can do.
Thanks. I'll call around about 6:30. You can show me the best restaurant in town, and we can have dinner.
All right.
See you then. Come on, Saunders.
Much of a park, really, but it's better than just an empty town square.
It's very pretty.
I can't get over your breaking your arm when you were 10 and my breaking my arm when I was 10 in exactly the same place.
Right at the elbow. And my wanting to run away from home and your wanting to run away from home.
Oh, I didn't want to, really. It was just a gesture.
I didn't want to either.
Want to sit down?
Sure.
This is a peaceful sort of town.
Yeah, it seems to be.
I think you have an awfully interesting job. Going into people's houses, taking pictures, asking a lot of questions. Why, just like an international spy.
Yes.
That tune. I know what you are, really. You're a detective. Yes, there's something the matter and you're a detective.
Charlie, listen.
I don't want to listen. You're a detective. Why, you're not making a survey at all. You just lied to us. What do you want? What are you doing around here lying to us? You keep away from us.
Charlie, come back here.
Keep away.
Look, Charlie, you've got to listen to me.
Just wait until I tell them. Just wait until I tell my mother you lied to her.
Charlie, you can't tell her.
I'll tell her. You'll see. I'll tell everyone. I'm not afraid.
Charlie, I don't want you to be afraid of me. You've got to trust me.
Trust you when you've done nothing but lie. When you probably didn't want to take me out at all tonight the way I thought you did. When you probably only took me out to ask a lot of questions.
Have I asked you a lot of questions? Have I? All right, I'm a detective. A pretty bad one, I guess. Now, won't you even listen to me?
Why should I when you lied to me?
I had to. You've just got to believe I had to. When I came here to this town to find a man, I hadn't counted on you. I hadn't counted on your mother or your family.
Find a man? What man?
There's a man loose in this country. We're after him. We don't know much about him. We don't even know what he looks like. Charlie, this man we want may be your uncle.
I don't believe you. Get away from me and leave me alone.
We're after one man. Your uncle may be that man. But in the east, there's another man who's being hunted, too. Hunted through Massachusetts and into Maine. He may be the man.
My uncle hasn't done anything. Why don't they arrest that man in the east? Why don't you go away and leave us alone?
If it weren't for you, you don't think I'd care when or how I caught up with your Uncle Charlie, do you? Because if he's the guy, I am going to catch up with him, Charlie. Remember that. If your Uncle Charlie's the man we want, we'll get him out of town quietly. We won't arrest him here.
Arrest him here in town with Mother?
I'm trying to tell you we won't. Charlie, you've got to help us.
All right. I won't say anything. The parking lot's over this way. Take me home, please.
Charlie, he may not be the one. It may be the other guy, the one in the east.
Of course. It's probably all a mistake.
I hope I'm wrong. I never wanted to be wrong so much in all my life.
Well, good night. Oh, this handle.
Oh, you have to give it a good yank. Here.
Thank you. Oh, something fell. What's this?
Oh, it's nothing. Just yesterday's paper. This car gets to be a regular goat's nest sometimes.
Yesterday's paper. May I have it, please?
Sure, you're welcome to it.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Charlie. I'll be in touch with you.
Yesterday's paper. It was page 3. Page 3 and 4. Let me see. Record storms in Midwest. Edward Fairbairn appointed to new post. No, that couldn't be. Where is the Merry Widow murderer?
February 8th, the whereabouts of the so-called Merry Widow murderer, strong-handed strangler of 3 wealthy women, is a question baffling detectives today who are conducting a coast-to-coast search for the killer.
Couldn't be Uncle Charlie.
The trailing detectives are after 2 men, one of whom they are certain is the actual murderer.
One was in the east, Jack said, in the east.
The fact that all the victims were wealthy widows accounts for his being known to the police as the Merry Widow murderer. His latest victim was Mrs. Barton Madison, the former musical comedy star known to audiences at the beginning of this century as the beautiful Thelma Shenley.
My ring. The ring he gave me. T.S. from B.M. T.S. from B.M. Oh, no. No. Please, no.
Well, where's our little Charlie? I've missed her all day.
She'll be in the kitchen in a minute. She's getting some things in the kitchen.
Well, she slept very late today.
She was tired, I guess. She doesn't look quite herself.
Here's the sauce, Mama. I nearly forgot about it.
Well, here she is. Here's my girl.
Gee, I wonder how many hours you slept today.
Sit right down, dear.
You won't be able to sleep tonight. Nobody who sleeps
Oh,
all
I
day.
slept all right. And I kept dreaming perfect nightmares about you, Uncle Charlie.
Nightmares about me?
About you. You were on a train, and I had a feeling you were running away from something. And when I saw you on the train, I felt terribly happy.
Charlie, how could you feel happy about seeing your uncle on a train? Goodness knows I don't want him on a train. I hope he stays here forever.
Well, I suppose he'll go sometime. I mean, we all realize he has to go sometime. We have to face facts.
Yes. Yes, I like people who face facts.
Well, I'm not going to face any such facts as those. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Charles. I promised Mrs. Green, the president of our club, that you'd talk to the ladies, and she wants to know what you're going to talk about.
Well, what am I going to talk about? Lecturers usually give travel or current events, don't they?
Oh, not current events. We get current events.
What sort of an audience would they be?
Oh, women like myself, busy with our homes, most of us.
Yes. Women keep busy in towns like this. In the cities, it's different. The cities are full of women, middle-aged widows, their husbands dead. Husbands who have spent their lives making fortunes, working and working, and then they die and leave their money to their wives, their silly wives. And what do the wives do? These useless women. You see them in the hotels, the best hotels, by the thousands, eating the money, drinking the money, losing the money at bridge, playing all day and all night, just smelling of money. Proud of their jewelry, proud of nothing else. Horrible, faded, fat and greedy women.
But they're alive. They're alive. They're human beings.
Are they? Are they, Charlie? Are they human or are they fat, wheezing animals? And what happens to animals when they die, when they get too fat and too old? I seem to be making sort of a speech.
Well, for heaven's sake, Charles, don't talk about women like that in front of my club. You'll be tarred and feathered. And that nice Mrs. Potter's so anxious to have you there, too. She was asking me all about you. The Greens are bringing her here to a little party I'm having after the lecture.
Excuse me, please, everybody. I'm not hungry at all. I'm going for a walk instead.
Charlie!
Where do you suppose she's going?
Into town, I guess.
Oh, that's nothing to get excited about, Charles. She often goes for walks. Maybe she's got a date with that young man.
Well, I'm not hungry either. You all stay here and finish your dinner. I'll catch up with her. Charlie, wait.
Please go away.
What's the matter, Charlie? What's the matter with you?
Oh, please, you're hurting my arm again.
Look, I've got to talk to you. Come along. Let's go in here, this little bar.
Please, my arm.
Well, come in here with me.
I can't. I've never been in a place like this.
Come on in.
Why do you make me come in here? It's an awful place.
What does it matter where we are? Let's sit over here. Little table in the corner.
Hello, Charlie. Hello. Oh, hello, Louise. Uncle Charlie, this is Louise Finch.
Hello.
Glad to meet you. This is my uncle.
I was in Charlie's class in school. Gee, I sure was surprised to see you come in, Charlie. I never thought I'd see you here. I've been here 2 weeks. I lost my job at Kearns. What do you have, Charlie?
Oh, I'll have a chocolate milkshake.
We haven't got anything like that.
Bring her a ginger ale. I'll have a double brandy.
Brandy? We may have some. Never heard of anybody wanting brandy. I'll see.
Well, Charlie,
Well,
you think you know something. That young fella told you something.
Jack? Why should he know anything about you?
Now, look, Charlie. Something's come between us. I don't want that to happen. We're like twins, you said so yourself. Give me your hand.
Don't touch me, Uncle Charlie.
What did he tell you? What did that boy tell you?
He's got nothing to do with it. I hope he never knows anything about you.
Charlie, you're a pretty understanding sort of girl. Now, if you've heard some little things about me, I guess you're a woman of the world enough to overlook them. I guess I've done some pretty foolish things. Made some pretty foolish mistakes. Nothing serious, just foolish.
How could you do things like that? You're my uncle. You're my mother's brother. We thought you were the most wonderful man in the world.
Charlie, what do you know?
Here's your ring back, Uncle Charlie.
I'm sorry I was so long. We're awful busy. Oh, whose ring? Ain't it beautiful? Oh, I could just die for a ring like that. Yes, sir, for a ring like that, I'd just about die. I love jewelry, real jewelry. You notice I didn't even have to ask if it was real. You can tell. I can.
Bring me another double brandy.
Sure. Gee, I'd just die for a ring like that.
Someone will.
Will what?
Die. Someone did. Oh.
Sit down. Sit down. You think you know something, don't you? Or what do you know? You're just an ordinary little girl living in an ordinary little town. You wake up every morning of your life. You know perfectly well that there's nothing in the world to trouble you. You go through your ordinary little day, and at night you sleep your untroubled, ordinary little sleep, filled with peaceful, stupid dreams. And I brought you nightmares, did I? Charlie, how do you know what the world is like? Do you know the world is a foul sty? Do you know if you ripped the fronts off houses, you'd find swine? The world's a hell. What does it matter what happens in it? Wake up, Charlie!
Oh, please. Please.
Charlie, you've got to help me.
Help you?
Yes. There's an end to the running a man can do. You'll never know what it's like to be so tired. I was going to... Well, then I got the idea of coming out here. It's my last chance, Charlie. Give it to me. Graham and the other fellow, they don't know. There's a man in the East. They suspect him, too. And if they get him, why, Oh, Charlie, give me this last chance.
Take your chance and go.
I'll go, Charlie. I'll go. Just give me a few days. Think of your mother. It'll kill your mother.
Yes, it would kill my mother. Oh, take your few days and then get away from here.
Well, everybody's back from church, I see. All looking very pleased.
How was church, Charlie? Did you count the house? Turn anybody away?
No. Seats enough for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Show's had such a long run, I thought maybe attendance might be falling off.
Anything special on the noon broadcasts, Charles?
I haven't been listening, Emmy. Joe has. I've been out on the back porch.
Nothing special, but they said they'd caught that fellow.
Did Roger go
The
upstairs?
fellow they call the Merry Widow Murderer.
Mama, did Roger... What did you say, Papa?
They caught that Strangler fellow
Oh, they did they? Where?
up in Maine, Portland, Maine. Didn't catch him exactly. He was running from police at the airport. They were about to nab him when he ran plunk into the propeller of an airplane, cut him to pieces. They identified him by his clothes. Shirts were all initials, C-O''H. Pretty fancy having your shirts initialed. It must have been an Irish fellow, C-O''H.
Well, he deserved it. Never cared much for reading about that case. Come help with lunch, Charlie.
As for me, I think I'll go upstairs and wash up. I'm hungry.
Oh, Charlie, that young fellow from the survey was around asking for you.
He was?
Yep. Said he'd call around again after lunch.
Well, I really don't know when I've been so hungry. See you at the lunch table, Charlie.
Glad I came along while you were out in the front yard, Charlie. It's more private out here.
Yes, I know. I came out to wait for you. Papa said you were coming back after lunch.
Well, we got a wire from Maine. They called us off the job. I'm just coming up for air.
Me too. Now that it's over, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to pretend that the whole dreadful thing never happened.
You won't have to pretend much. Nothing did happen.
Oh, look, here are Mother's gloves. She must have dropped them. Oh, Mother and her gloves. She's always losing things.
What's the matter?
I was laughing. It's been so long since I laughed.
I like it when you laugh. And I like it when you don't. I guess I like you whatever you do. I guess I like you.
I'm glad. I like you, too.
Funny how you happen to meet someone and like them and like them. Isn't it, Charlie?
Yes, it is. I'd like us to be friends. I know that we are friends. I'd like to have that to think about.
Nothing more?
I don't know, Jack. I just don't know yet.
All right. But I'd like to come back.
Oh, please do. Please come back.
Well, what are you two doing standing out here in the middle of the lawn? When I was your age, we sat in the parlor.
Hello, Mr. Oakley. I was saying goodbye to Charlie.
You all finished here, Mr. Graham?
All finished. But I'll be back. You'll be seeing me around.
Oh?
Not on business, though.
Well, I can understand you coming back. Charlie's a fine girl. She's the thing I love most in the world.
Really?
Yes, I mean it. Well, have a nice trip, Mr. Graham, but don't take any more photographs without permission. Rights of man, you know. Freedom.
We'll have a talk about freedom someday, Mr. Oakley. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Graham.
Goodbye, Charlie. For now.
Goodbye.
You like to go for a walk, Charlie?
When are you leaving, Uncle Charlie?
Oh, come now. That other business, it's all over. I'd like to forget it. We're all happy here, and I'm going to build a new house for you folks. Give it to you as a present.
When are you leaving?
I'm not going, you see. I'm not going. I want to settle down. Live in a place where people know me, have some money in the bank, some sort of business, be part of the family.
I see.
The most sensible thing for you to do is to be friends with me. I can do a lot for you, Charlie. I can do a lot for all of you.
No, not you. We don't want anything from you. Oh, I wish I'd told my mother about you. I wish I had.
What could you tell? Who'd believe you? A waltz running through your head? You don't like the initials in a ring, and you connect it all up with a newspaper clipping. And now you haven't even got the ring. I don't know what became of it.
Why, you have it. I gave it to you in that little bar that night.
And I gave it back to you.
No. No, you didn't at all.
Yes, I did, Charlie.
I don't want you here, Uncle Charlie. You and your lies and your fears and your evil. I don't want you to touch my mother. So go away. I'm warning you. Go away or I'll kill you myself. You see, that's the way I feel about you.
Dear, have you decided what you're going to wear for your uncle's lecture at the club meeting tonight?
I'm not going to go, Mama.
What's that, dear? Why, you're joking.
No, I've heard Uncle Charlie's speech. He was rehearsing it on the porch this afternoon, and anyway, somebody has to stay and get things ready for the party.
Oh, but we're all getting dressed up, dear, and everything. Your father's going to wear his tuxedo, and I have the new dress Uncle Charlie bought me.
I know, but I'd rather stay home and have everything ready for the party when you all get back. Please, Mama. I'd like it better that way.
All right, dear. Did you know that Uncle Charlie got some champagne for tonight? 3 bottles.
Yes, I know.
Now, Mr. Oakley, I thought champagne was only for battleships.
Not tonight, Mr. Green. I'd like to propose a toast to... Well, where did young Charlie go?
Yes, she disappeared a moment ago. I guess she's out in the kitchen for a moment, Mrs. Potter. Will you have another sandwich?
Oh, thank you, Emmy. No, I have to remember my figure, you know.
Well, then how about you, Mrs. Green? What would you like?
Oh, I'll have just one more little one, Emmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast myself. To our distinguished visitor, to the man who has made the best speech heard in this town for years, to that very good fellow, Mr. Charles Oakley. We don't get many speakers of your caliber, Mr. Oakley.
Yes, isn't he just wonderful?
Why, thank you, Mrs. Potter. I particularly appreciate that from you.
Why, here's Charlie now. Where have you been, for goodness sake, dear?
Well, I nearly forgot my ring. I took it off in the kitchen while I was fixing things.
Oh, yes, Charlie, show everybody your ring. It was a present to young Charlie from her uncle, you see. It's an emerald, a real one.
Yes, Uncle Charlie's been keeping it for me. I nearly lost it last week. But I remembered it tonight and went up and got it while you were all at the lecture. Isn't it beautiful, everybody? Isn't it beautiful, Uncle Charlie?
Yes. Yes, it is. Good emeralds are the most beautiful thing in the world. Charlie, you're just in time for my toast. A farewell toast. I hate to break the news to you like this, but tomorrow I must leave Santa Rosa.
Why, Charles?
Oh, not forever, Emmy.
Well, if that isn't the strangest coincidence. Why, I was planning to go to San Francisco myself tomorrow morning.
Well, is anything wrong, Charles?
Oh, Emmy, darling, I didn't mean to spoil your fun tonight, but I got a letter today, that's all, and I have to catch the early morning train.
Oh, but I can't bear it if you go, Charles.
Oh, Emmy, I'll be back.
Well, you see, everybody, we were so close growing up, and then Charles went away, and I got married, and then, well, you know how it is. You sort of forget you're you. You're your husband's wife.
Yes, Mama, that's what you are. But you're you, too.
We'll be looking for you, Mr. Oakley. We feel you are one of us, don't we, Margaret?
Oh, indeed we do. And I want to thank you on behalf of our club members.
Thank you, Mrs. Green. You've all been very kind.
Roger, what did I tell you?
You the gentleman in room B?
I am.
Well, there's a Mrs. Potter in room F in car 142. Wants to see you after we pull out, sir.
Oh, thanks. And, Porter, there's one more bag of mine. I think it got taken into the next car by mistake. Will you get it, please? Ask around, see who has it. It's a big yellow Gladstone.
Yellow? Yes, sir. I'll go back and look.
Gee, the train's going to start. I don't want to get carried away. Oh, boy. Maybe it's too late. Maybe I'll have to go along.
Oh, there's plenty of time, children. You run along and we'll follow.
Race you to the platform, man. Oh, you can run if you want to. I'm a lady, and ladies
Charlie,
don't
just a
run.
minute. Give me your hand.
Please. You know what I think about you.
I want you to know that I think you were right to make me leave, Charlie. Best for your mother, best for all of us. You saw what happened to her last night. She's not very strong, you know, and I don't think she could stand the shock. I remember once when she was a little girl.
Oh, the train's moving now.
Don't be silly. There's lots of time. Listen, Charlie, I want you to forget all about me. Forget that I ever came to Santa Rosa.
Your hands. Please let me get the door open, Uncle Charlie. The train's really moving now.
I know it is, and we'd better get the door open.
Let me go, Uncle Charlie.
No, my dear, no, I won't. I'm going to help you forget me. I've got to do this, Charlie, so long as you know what you do about me.
Let me go.
Let's get the outside door open. Two. Here, this way. Not yet, Charlie. Let it get a little faster. A little faster. And there's another train coming along the other track. You can meet it. Charlie, you can meet it. Soon now.
No.
Soon. Now. Grab him, Saunders. Grab him.
Santa Rosa has gained and lost a son that she can be proud of. Brave, generous, kindly, with all of the splendid dignity
I'm glad you were able to come, Jack. And thanks for standing outside here with me. I couldn't bear it inside the church. I couldn't have faced it at all without someone who knew. I did know more I couldn't tell you.
I know.
He thought the world was a horrible place. He couldn't have been very happy ever.
No.
He didn't trust people. He seemed to hate them. He hated the whole world. You know, he said that people like us had no idea what the world was really like.
Well, it's not quite as bad as he thought, but it needs a lot of watching. Seems to go crazy every now and then. Like your Uncle Charlie.
The memory of our loved ones, the beauty of their souls, the sweetness of their characters, live on with us forever.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Eugenics and Other Evils by G.K. Chesterton. Part 1, The False Theory. Chapter 7, The Established Church of Doubt. Let us now finally consider what the honest eugenists do mean, since it has become increasingly evident that they cannot mean what they say. Unfortunately, the obstacles to any explanation of this are such as to insist on a circuitous approach. The tendency of all that is printed and much that is spoken today is to be, in the only true sense, behind the times. It is because it is always in a hurry that it is always too late. Give an ordinary man a day to write an article, and he will remember the things that he has really heard latest, and may even, in the last glory of sunset, begin to think of what he thinks himself. Give him an hour to write it, and he will think of the nearest textbook on the topic, and make the best mosaic he may out of classical quotations and old authorities. Give him 10 minutes to write it, and he will run screaming for refuge to the old nursery, where he learnt his stalest proverbs, or the old school, where he learnt his stalest politics. The quicker goes the journalist, the slower go his thoughts. The result is the newspaper of our time, which every day can be delivered earlier and earlier, and which every day is less worth delivering at all. The poor, panting critic falls farther and farther behind the motor car of modern fact. 50 years ago he was barely 15 years behind the time. 15 years ago he was not more than 50 years behind the times. Just now he is rather more than 100 years behind the times, and the proof of it is that the things he says, though manifest nonsense about our society today, really were true about our society some 130 years ago. The best instance of his belated state is his perpetual assertion that the supernatural is less and less believed. It is a perfectly true and realistic account of the 18th century. It is the worst possible account of this age of physics and spirit healers and fakirs and fashionable fortune-tellers. In fact, I generally reply in 18th century language to this 18th century illusion. If somebody says to me, "The creeds are crumbling," I reply, "And the King of Prussia, who is himself a freethinker, is certainly capturing Silesia from the Catholic Empress." If somebody says, "Miracles must be considered in the light of rational experience," I answered affably, "But I hope that our enlightened leader Herbert will not insist on guillotining that poor French queen." If somebody says, We must watch for the rise of some new religion which can commend itself to reason. I reply, but how much more necessary is it to watch for the rise of some military adventurer who may destroy the Republic? And to my mind that young Major Bonaparte has a rather restless air. It is only in such language from the age of reason that we can answer such things. The age we live in is something more than an age of superstition. But it is only with one example of this that I am concerned here. I mean the error that still sends men marching about, disestablishing churches, and talking of the tyranny of compulsory church teaching or compulsory church tithes. I do not wish for an irrelevant misunderstanding here. I would myself certainly disestablish any church that had a numerical minority, like the Irish or the Welsh, and I think it would do a great deal of good to genuine churches that have a partly conventional majority, like the English or even the Russian. But I should only do this if I had nothing else to do, and just now there is very much else to do. For religion, orthodox or unorthodox, is not just now relying on the weapons of state establishment at all. The Pope practically made no attempt to preserve the Concordant, but seemed rather relieved at the independence his Church has gained by the change. In Russia, the one real charge brought by the religious people, especially Roman Catholics, against the Orthodox Church is not its orthodoxy or heterodoxy, but its abject dependence on the state. In England, we can almost measure the Anglican's fervour for his Church by his comparative coolness about its establishment, that is, its control by a parliament of Scotch Presbyterians like Balfour or Welsh Congregationalists like Lloyd George. In Scotland, the powerful combination of the two great sects outside the establishment have left it in a position in which it feels no disposition to boast of being called by mere lawyers the Church of Scotland. I am not here arguing that churches should not depend upon state, nor that they do not depend upon much worse things. It may be reasonably maintained that the strength of Romanism, though it be not in any national police, is in a moral police more rigid and vigilant. It may be reasonably maintained that the strength of Anglicanism, though it not be in establishment, is in aristocracy and its shadow, which is called snobbishness. All I assert here is that the churches are not now leaning heavily on their political establishment. They are not using heavily the secular arm. Almost everywhere their legal ties have been modified, their legal boards of control have been mixed. They may still employ tyranny, and worse tyranny. I'm not considering that. They are not specially using that special tyranny which consists in using the government. The thing that really is trying to tyrannize through government is science. The thing that really does use the secular arm is science. And the creed that really is levying tithes and capturing schools, the creed that really is enforced by fine and imprisonment, the creed that really is proclaimed not in sermons but in statutes, and spread not by pilgrims but by policemen, that creed is the great but disputed system of thought which began with evolution and has ended in eugenics. Materialism is really our established church, for the government will really help it to persecute its heretics. Vaccination in its 100 years of experiment has been disputed almost as much as baptism in its approximate 2000, but it seems quite natural to our politicians to enforce vaccination, and it would seem to them madness to enforce baptism. I am not frightened of the word persecution when it is attributed to the churches, nor is it in the least as a term of reproach that I attribute it to the men of science. It is as a term of legal fact. If it means the imposition by our policies of a widely disputed theory, incapable of final proof, then our priests are not now persecuting, but our doctors are. The imposition of such dogmas constitutes a state church, in an older and stronger sense than any that can be applied to any supernatural church today. There are still places where the religious minority is forbidden to assemble or to teach in this way or that, and yet more where it is excluded from this or that public post. But I cannot now recall any place where it is compelled by the criminal law to go through the rite of the official religion. Even the Young Turks did not insist on all Macedonians being circumcised. Now, here we find ourselves confronted with an amazing fact. When in the past opinions so arguable have been enforced by state violence, it has been at the instigation of fanatics who held them for fixed and flaming certainties. If truths could not be evaded by their enemies, neither could they be altered even by their friends. But what are the certain truths that the secular arm must now lift the sword to enforce? Why, they are that very mass of bottomless questions and bewildered answers that we have been studying in the last chapters. Questions whose only interest is that they are trackless and mysterious. Answers whose only glory is that they are tentative and new. The devotee boasted that he would never abandon the faith, and therefore he persecuted for the faith. But the doctor of science actually boasts that he will always abandon a hypothesis, and yet he persecutes for the hypotheses. The inquisitor violently enforced his creed because it was unchangeable. The savant enforces it violently because he may change it the next day. Now, this is a new sort of persecution, and one may be permitted to ask if it is an improvement on the old. The difference, so far as one can see at first, seems rather favourable to the old. If we are to be at the merciless mercy of man, most of us would rather be racked for a creed that existed intensely in somebody's head, rather than vivisected for a discovery that had not yet come into anyone's head, and possibly never would. A man would rather be tortured with thumbscrews until he chose to see reason, than tortured with a vivisecting knife until the vivisector chose to see reason. Yet that is the real difference between the two types of legal enforcement. If I gave in to the inquisitors, I should at least know what creed to profess. But even if I yelled out a credo when the Eugenists had me on the rack, I should not know what creed to yell. I might get an extra turn of the rack for confessing to the creed they confessed quite a week ago. Now, let no light-minded person say that I am here taking extravagant parallels, for the parallel is not only perfect, but plain. For this reason, that the difference between torture and vivisection is not in any way affected by the fierceness or mildness of either. Whether they gave the rack half a turn or half-hundred, they were, by hypotheses, dealing with a truth which they knew to be there. Whether they vivisect painfully or painlessly, they are trying to find out whether the truth is there or not. The old inquisitors tortured to put their own opinions into somebody, but the new inquisitors torture to get their own opinions out of him. They do not know what their own opinions are until the victim of vivisection tells them. The division of thought is a complete chasm for anyone who cares about thinking. The old persecutor was trying to teach the citizen with fire and sword. The new persecutor is trying to learn from the citizen with scalpel and germ injector. The master was meeker than the pupil will be. I could prove by many practical instances that even my illustrations are not exaggerated by many placid proposals I have heard for the vivisection of criminals, or by the filthy incident of Dr. Neisser. But I prefer here to stick to a strictly logical line of distinction, and insist that, whereas in all previous persecutions the violence was used to end our indecision, the whole point here is that the violence is used to end the indecision of the persecutors. This is what the honest Eugenists really mean, so far as they mean anything. They mean that the public is to be given up not as a heathen land for conversion, but simply as a pabulum for experiment. That is the real, rude, barbaric sense behind this eugenic legislation. The eugenist doctors are not such fools as they look in the light of any logical inquiry about what they want. They do not know what they want, except that they want your soul and body and mind in order to find out. They are quite seriously, as they themselves might say, the first religion to be experimental instead of doctrinal. All other established churches have been based on somebody having found the truth. This is the first church that was ever based on not having found it. There is in them a perfectly sincere hope and enthusiasm, but it is not for us, but for what they might learn from us, if they could rule us as they can rabbits. They cannot tell us anything about heredity because they do not know anything about it, but they do quite honestly believe that they would know something about it when they had married and mismarried us for a few hundred years. They cannot tell us who is fit to wield such authority, for they know that nobody is, but they do quite honestly believe that when that authority has been abused for a very long time, somebody somehow will be evolved who is fit for the job. I am no Puritan, and no one who knows my opinions will consider it a mere criminal charge if I say that they are simply gambling. The reckless gambler has no money in his pockets. He has only the ideas in his head. These gamblers have no ideas in their heads. They have only the money in their pockets. But they think that if they could use the money to buy a big society to experiment on, something like an idea might come to them at last. That is Eugenics. I confine myself here to remarking that I do not like it. I may be very stingy, but I am willing to pay the scientist for what he does know. I draw the line at paying him for everything he doesn't know. I may be very cowardly, but I am willing to be hurt for what I think or what he thinks. I am not willing to be hurt or even inconvenienced for what he might happen to think after he had hurt me. The ordinary citizen may easily be more magnanimous than I, and take the whole thing on trust, in which case his career may be happier in the next world, but I think sadder in this. At least I wish to point out to him that he will not be giving his glorious body as soldiers give it, to the glory of a fixed flag, or martyrs to the glory of a deathless God. He will be, in the strict sense of the Latin phrase, giving his vile body for an experiment of which even the experimentalists knows neither the significance nor the end. End of chapter 7.